upon us. In fact, it just started, I thought. Which means that the 10 remaining X Factor finalists will tomorrow be singing once again in the hope they're going to make it through to the next live show. In a moment, we're going to be talking to former X Factor contestant Maria Lawson, who she thinks is on top, who she thinks should be going home, and she's got a new album coming out, talking about that as well. But as a very long time in X Factor land, here's a reminder of what happened last Saturday.
I am going to look after my own act. Absolutely.
You were so much better tonight when you made your own mind up, rather than what Louis, not a question that has done for you, hasn't done for you. So I don't think it's very fair. So for that reason, I'm going to take this to deadlock.
The act that received the fewest public votes and will be going home tonight is...
Of course, it was girl band. We remember that. Maria Lawson, who was a contestant 3 years ago, joined us. Good morning.
Hello, Ben.
Look at you. It's lovely to see you.
And you too.
I know that the last 8 months has been pretty hectic for you because you've just become a mum.
Yeah, my son Brandon was born in February. He's 8 months old now and just started crawling, so it's been quite a handful, but lovely.
I bet. And have you been following X Factor?
I have, yeah. I've been watching quite a lot.
Because, of course, you know exactly what it's like being in the bottom two, because there was a lot of controversy surrounding your exit 3 years ago, because it was Louis that kept the Conway Sisters in, which was an Irish girl band, and you got booted out because of it.
I did, yeah. It was between me and the girls, who were lovely girls, and, yeah, it was a really hard night, and I remember just being so disappointed when I left, but I was quite fortunate that I got offered like 4 record deals afterwards, and you know, things turned out really well.
Yeah, so you got your record deal and you released a record.
Yes.
And things were going seemed to be going really well. But then what happened?
Well, yeah, had a single called Sleepwalking that was top 20. Yeah. And then we was getting ready to release the second single, and then there was just a lot of changes that happened after that. And then I found out I was expecting my son, so.
So you kind of put things on hold?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, I had to take time out of the business for a while and just concentrate on getting ready to be a mum, which has been wonderful.
We sort of see these contestants come in and they get the experience of performing on the live show, and then they get sort of booted out of the show.
Yes.
Is the support there for them when they get out on the other side? Because a lot of them will think, oh, you know, I've heard we're going to be great, and Louis said we're going to have a future in the business, and so on and so forth. Do you think the support's there for them?
It is quite difficult because you get pivoted into the limelight, and it's like, oh my God, what do you do now? And some people don't get the big record deals afterwards, and sometimes you have to go back to, you know, your normal life, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of hard once you've had that exposure. But I was quite fortunate. I signed a lingerie deal. I had a record deal, so it was, you know, things worked out really well for me, so I was very pleased.
So you don't regret going on to the X Factor?
Not at all, no. It changed my life for, you know, for the good, so it was really good. OK,
well, let's talk about the current crop of X Factor talent. You've been watching carefully. Who were you impressed with on Saturday nights?
My favourite is Laura. I think she's got a really lovely voice. I also love Rachel as well, and I think with the right song she could be... She could be
the one that can go through.
Yeah.
This is Laura, I think. This is Laura from the Saturday night. The production they put into the performances are pretty impressive, and it's only got bigger, hasn't it?
It's always very glamorous. Actually, it's more glamorous this year. They've got all the fireworks and pyrotechnics going on, but...
they changed the set a few years ago. What about some of the guys? Who are the boys are you impressed with?
The guys, I actually think the girls are the strongest this year.
Really?
Yeah, but Austin's really good.
Right.
I think he's got a fantastic voice. And, yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because often they say that the boys seem to do better because of who's voting and this, that and the other. The girls sometimes suffer. Leona was the exception to that rule, really, wasn't she?
Yeah, well, Leona's... you know, a great talent, so that was well deserved.
And in terms of Louis, he's lost 2 bands already.
Yeah.
It could be 3 bands and out. Do you think his band are going to stay this week?
It's hard to say. Actually, JLS are quite good, so yeah, I think they've got a good chance. Yeah,
they've got a bit of form as well. I think these boys have been around and they've been together for a long time. Do you think that they could potentially stay?
Definitely. I think they'll go on to do well. Definitely. Yes. Excellent.
Well, look, obviously you've been enjoying it as much as we've been enjoying it.
Yes.
Is there anybody you think might be going this week?
Oh, I don't really want to say and jinx anybody.
You're not even in the show
I think everybody's got everybody's got a good chance. So yeah.
You're a chicken. This is Maria's new single. There you go, Breaking Me Down.
And that's out now for downloads. And I've also got a book coming out as well.
Wow.
Called Life Starts Now, and that's available to pre-order now, and it's about building your confidence, and it's a self-help book. It's really interesting.
And there's stories of the X Factor in there as well?
There's a little bit, actually. Okay. My life inside the X Factor, so check it out.
Well, it's lovely to see you. Best of luck with being a mum as well.
Thank you.
That's what's
Lovely
important.
seeing you too.